everyone, today I wanted to share with you how to make your own marshmallows because it is so easy and they are so much tastier than store-bought. So all you need is some water, sugar, just plain granulated sugar, gelatin. So this is just your average unflavored gelatin that you can get right by the Jello, and some agave syrup. And you're gonna boil the sugar and the agave syrup together and mix it in with the gelatin that's been in water, and you fluff it up and it is so tasty, so much better than store-bought. So let's get to it. Okay, so to start off with, you are going to take your gelatin. This calls for 3 tablespoons of gelatin, which essentially is just 3 packets of the Knorr gelatin. So each box comes with 4 packets, so you'll only need to use 3 of them. And you want to do this in a pretty big mixing bowl, whatever you're going to be whipping the marshmallows with later. I suggest like a KitchenAid mixer or another stand mixer. So into the gelatin, you are going to be adding half a cup of water. And you can kind of give it a little stir, and then you're just going to let that sit while you boil the sugar and water and agave syrup. So in a saucepan, you are going to pour 2 cups of granulated sugar. Then you are going to add 1/4 of a cup of agave syrup. And that's what I really love about this recipe, is that there's no corn syrup in it and it still tastes so delicious. And then you are going to add half a cup of water. Then you're going to give it a stir and let this all boil for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So your goal temperature for this is to be 240 degrees Fahrenheit on a candy thermometer. And once that happens, you are going to pour that sugar mixture into your stand mixer that has your gelatin that's been sitting. And you want to kind of pour it while the beater is going. So I use my whisk attachment for this part. And you want to beat it at a high speed for about 5 minutes. Yep, 5 minutes. And as you can see, it's kind of getting whiter. Then at this point in time, you are going to add some vanilla. And if you can never make your own vanilla, highly suggest it. Way better than store-bought. And you're going to use about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then you're going to keep on whipping it for about another 5 minutes. Now here I have a pan, an 9 by 13 pan lined with parchment paper, and a little bit of cornstarch and flour, or cornstarch and powdered sugar, I'm sorry. Then you're going to sneak a little taste of that marshmallow fluff. Make sure your children aren't watching, or else they're going to want some too. And it tastes so good. I could probably eat the fluff right out of the bowl if I wanted to. And so you're going to dump all of this into your prepared dish. It is quite sticky, so it takes a little bit of time to try to get it all out. Sometimes I leave a little extra in the bowl so that my daughters and I can taste it. And you want to try to smooth this marshmallow fluff out kind of as flat as you can, but it's not gonna get super flat, and that's okay. So really trying hard to get it to the best of my ability. Then on top of this, you are going to sprinkle a cornstarch powdered sugar mixture. You're going to make a mixture that has about a 1/4 cup cornstarch to a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Then let that sit overnight. And the next day, you are going to take it out and take it off of the parchment paper. It might still be a little bit sticky, and that's okay. That is how it is supposed to feel. And then you are going to start to cut your marshmallows up. And I love that you can pick the own size of your marshmallows. If you want like super huge marshmallows, you can do that. Or if you want little mini ones, you can cut it smaller. Once again, it is a little bit sticky. Sometimes I'll spray my knife with a little bit of olive oil to help it glide a little bit better. So as you can see, I like to make these marshmallows a little bit on the bigger side. We are planning on using these with s'mores, so I think a little bit of a bigger marshmallow will really roast up wonderfully when we make our s'mores. And then rather than having you watch me cut all of this, I will do a little bit of camera magic. But first, as you can see, these are super fluffy marshmallows. There we go. I got the camera focused. They're really smooshy. Oh, and they are so, so good. Like a little cloud. All right, little magic now, and I have them all cut. So now you're going to want to use that same powdered sugar cornstarch mixture, and you can dump it into a bowl if you'd like, a glass dish like I'm doing, into a Ziploc bag. But you want to make sure that the sides of those marshmallows that you just cut all kind of get coated in this cornstarch powdered sugar mixture. This is going to make it so they don't all stick together. And then after you're done with that, you need to just be able to store them in an airtight container so that they don't dry out. And these marshmallows can last for quite some time. And there you have it. This is how you can make your own delicious homemade marshmallows, which are so much better than store-bought. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.